What's my background and why should you trust me to train your kid? First of all, you want to make sure that I know what I'm actually doing. Second of all, I think it's really, really important that I've actually already done it and I've got really good results. Third of all, I think it's really important where I've got my information from. Is it actually practical? Is it useful? Have I used it myself? Have other people that I've already taught used it successfully to keep themselves safe? I think the fourth thing that you really want to know is whether or not I actually care about what I'm doing and whether I'm passionate about what I'm doing. A lot of those are going to answer themselves. I'll run through my background first of all. I started when I was 4, right? I had tons of energy when I was a kid. Like a lot of the mums that bring their kids to me, kids like running around, they're like mental, they're like, go. And the mum's like, oh my God, just stop. I get it. I was that child. So I'm sorry on our behalf. So my mum got a little bit annoyed with me. I loved Power Rangers as a kid. She got me straight into karate and it was brilliant. I loved it. I got my black when I was like 11. I was very good, very, very young. I grew up with a little bit of a big head because that wasn't tapered. And that's something that I'm really, really big on tapering with kids these days, making sure they're really compassionate and caring for other kids, and that's the priority, not them. Okay, when they start caring about other people, then that ego and those big heads don't really come into play because they become people of service that really care about others. So that's a massive part of how I teach. As I've grown up, so karate's obviously been my base. I've done kickboxing, I've done Muay Thai. I'm graded to crew in Muay Thai, which is like the equivalent of black. I've done jiu-jitsu for many, many years. Weapons training, boxing, I don't know if I said that, MMA, a lot of different things in there. So yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've got over 20 years worth behind me. When it comes to teaching and instructing kids, not only in martial arts, but I've coached kids in things like rowing at very high level. I've coached state and national champions in rowing as well. I've got world champions in karate. I've trained with pro MMA fighters, all this sort of stuff. I know what I'm doing. It's not hard for you to see that. Come down, you have a look, and you'll know that everything I teach is done so that the kids can actually use it. If you want testimonials, you don't have to go far to find them. Go on Google, they're all 5 stars. Go on Facebook, go on my website, you'll see some video testimonials from a couple of parents there. So yeah, what I do actually works. Yes, I get results and I do it very well. Is it applicable? Does it actually work? One of the things I got a little bit annoyed with is that when kids are doing things like katas or forms, they don't actually understand a lot of the movements or why they're even doing them. I had purple belts at the last school that I was at who didn't know why they would use a lower strike. They didn't know why their hand would come back to their hip. This is like the most basic strike that you learn in karate. It's the first one. And they didn't know why they were doing it, and they'd been training for multiple years. To me, that's an issue. I think it's really important that people understand that, just so that you know. Your lower strike, you can use in a lot of different ways. The simplest way is if someone grabs you on the wrist, bang, you hit their wrist. It's the first thing I teach kids. Your hand comes back to your hip 99 times out of 100 because you're pulling someone in. So when you see guys doing that, they're actually pulling someone in and striking the arm. That can actually be seen as an arm break. Okay, there's a lot of other ways to use it as well. I'm not going to go into that now, that's not my purpose. But everything that I teach is done in a way so that kids know how to actually use it. And it is one of the coolest things. In fact, I'm going to put a couple of the messages here that I get from parents telling me how their kids are actually using the stuff that I'm teaching them. Whether it be the strikes, whether it be the stranger awareness or what to do when they're feeling uncomfortable because someone's approached them, or whether it be the fire safety, the kids actually use what I'm teaching them. And that's really, really cool. And that's my purpose. I want it to be applicable and I want it to be things that kids can use. And really importantly, that they're confident in using. The fourth thing is, do I care about your kids? Like 100%. It's my passion. This is like my purpose. I'm here to teach people to be safe. I'm here to make sure that they're having fun. I'm here to grow them in confidence. I'm here to help them develop as people. And in doing that, I develop massively in the process. I love learning, I love growing, and I love teaching so much. And you see that in my classes. I give absolutely everything I have to offer. I'm always looking for more. I'm always looking to improve. I'm always looking for feedback. So yeah, I care about your kids. I care about giving them the best product available that I can possibly give. And I'm always going to be getting better. Always. And the service is always going to be getting better, and your kids are always going to be getting amazing results. Because I've had the opportunity of working with former Olympians, former Olympic coaches, world champions, national champions, state champions, and teams and environments that develop that, I've got a really good understanding from a lot of different areas that allow me to get some pretty amazing results in a very short amount of time for your kids. That's my background. Definitely come down, get in touch with me if you're interested, you want to find out more. Facebook, Instagram, email, whatever it is, get in touch. Let's make sure your kids are learning to be safe and growing and developing positively as a person.